Jesus. There is a big fucking delay. Big delay. Mist and fog. If Mr. H isn't here in 15 minutes, we're legally allowed to leave. Oh dear, oh dear. How are we all? So, we're just hanging out, as per the usual. I was going to do, I was going to sort of chit-chat about No Time to Die and stuff like that, but I haven't seen it yet. Don't see much point sat here talking about basically covering what I've already covered with respect to the first reactions and things. I'm going to be watching it tomorrow. As it stands, I'll watch it tomorrow in the daytime. I'm going to be watching it quite early, like, I say early, but early-ish, midday, around midday. So by the time one of my normal videos would go out, it'll be my review. So I didn't really see much point sitting there and going, yabbering on about fucking, No Time to Die. I didn't really see much point in that. So, no specific topic. I will say, though, just as a heads up, because whenever I label these live streams like Let's Talk, people are like, oh, clickbait. These are always just chit-chat videos. Next week, ladies and gents, I've got an amazing thing for you guys to look forward to. And it is amazing. We've got the writer and director James Bush of Predator Dark Ages coming on the channel to do a watch-along of his film, Predator Dark Ages. I cannot wait. I absolutely cannot wait. I'm really looking forward to that. I think that stream's going to be so much fun. Really looking forward to it. So that's next week. So enjoy the sort of brief chit-chats up until then. We're just going to hang out for a little bit. Hang out, say hello. Jaspy's here. The life of the party. Bless him. We've got a super sticker from Mr. Tickle Trunks. Nice to have you on, dude. I caught you over on Midnight's Edge, so nice to have you here. We got Martin Stallard. Keeping the lights on. Sending £2. Thank you so much. Genuinely appreciate all of that. Now, I will say, so just as a quick one, just as a quick heads up. I'm not overly sure what's going on with the P.O. box. So, it should be open. It should be open. And this isn't me going, oh, nothing's coming through, blah, blah, blah. Nothing is coming through. But I received a letter saying I needed to sign back up to it, basically, which it should be doing it anyway. So I'm hoping that there's no crossover, i.e., like somehow it's lapsed. It shouldn't have. And then I've sent off for the direct debit, which is like you guys have direct debits, don't you? I'm sure. And then that will start it again. So it shouldn't have an issue, but just as a quick heads up, there's been some things delivered last week. Nothing delivered this week. Last week I had some deliveries, and I'll do an unboxing this weekend. If you don't see anything you've sent on the channel, you haven't seen anything you've sent, I haven't got it, right? And I need to clarify that. I've unboxed everything that I have received, except for the one coming up in this weekend's video. So I just want to make everyone aware of that, because obviously I've got the P.O. box, it's in the description box, but I don't want anyone to go and think that, things have been unboxed whilst it's not been on camera. Everything that's been received has been unboxed on camera. So I know some people had some issues with a courier service, right? Like I know some people have had issues with the courier service that they've used not delivering to P.O. box. And I know that can be a bit of an issue, but I just want to clarify, I just want to make people aware, because I don't want anyone to think that, you've sent something and I've just not opened it. I just haven't got it. There are like 3 or 4 packages I think I've got, which I'm going to open up at the weekend, just as a heads up again, because people will probably be thinking those ones haven't been opened. They will be opened. But I just want to make everyone aware of that, because when I got that letter, I was like, shit, does this mean that it's lapsed? Like, what's going on? It's been like literally the day I got it, I then posted it back with all my bank details, and it should, cruise over absolutely fine. But I just don't want anyone to be disappointed. I don't want to be disappointed. Anything that's sent, I want to receive it. It's kindness, isn't it? But anyway, Andy Langford says, your gaff looks cool, my guy. Thank you. I like my house. Yeah, I like my house. I want to move. You know, I don't want to live here for much longer. I only rent this place. I quite like it. It is fine, you know. It is fine. It's fine for what it is for now. Not nearly enough space. This isn't a professional setting. I don't like this setting either. I used to have this whole desk rotated differently, so there was just a white wall behind me. But then that's not a nice setup in terms of a living space either. So like, as much as, you know, people say they like it, I don't like it personally. I would have a much better setup if I could, which should be happening in the next 12 months, hopefully. So we'll get there. We'll get there, ladies and gents. We'll get there. Aaron Beckett sent $50, keeping the lights on. Amazing. So wow, thank you so much. And thank you to anyone that chooses to help support the channel with super chats, super stickers, the PO box. It means the world to me. Thank you so much. It really does help the channel out, and it really does help stop that shortfall that occurs. I think I said this on the last stream. September's a really weird time for YouTube. You'll probably find this now, and now I'm saying this, you might notice it, or you might notice it has happened, basically. If you don't watch someone's videos in September, they just disappear. They're gone. Even if you're subscribed, they disappear. They're gone. YouTube does something really, really strange in September. They just stop recommending. I think it's... I'm just sorting out the lumber part. I think it's something like... Maybe it's some... I don't know, part of their like drive to push new creators, where they just sink old creators. I don't know the ins and outs of it, but I do know that it seriously, you know, ruins channels, basically. So just as a heads up, basically, if you haven't seen any of the content, that's why. Like, I dropped on before, and I looked in the chat, someone said, have I reviewed The Green Knight? Yeah, like ages ago I reviewed that. But obviously that's indicative of people not receiving those notifications, you know, not being recommended the videos. And that's a massive problem. And obviously, going back to super chats and things, it really helps out a lot. But anyway, so Aaron Beckett says, the new Predator movie that you've been covering kind of makes me sad. I've always been a fan of the idea that the Yautja hunted dinosaurs. And now with the new movie, I guess that's been retconned. I distinctly remember a Triceratops skull on a wall. Yeah, so, I mean, look, I agree. I think it is a massive shame, a huge shame, in fact, that they are retconning it, especially because they... Now, I don't agree with them bringing it into canon. I don't think it was, you know, smart for them to bring it into canon, because, well, 20th Century Fox had always kept them actually really separate, as per the people who controlled the lore anyway, the lore Bibles. But in The Predator, they brought AVP into canon. But then this movie was developed along the exact same time as The Predator. And then this movie is like, yeah, this is the first time they came to Earth. This is the first time. And it's like, well, to me, it just shows that Fox had no fucking idea what they were doing with the property. Because they really didn't. They really had no idea. Like, you're developing two movies side by side. One brings AVP into canon. Or maybe that's just its own universe now at that point. Like, it's the Predator. The Predator is part of AVP universe. Like, who knows? Like, it's just such a mess. But then, part of what you're saying here is obviously that, you know, having, you know, the fact that they could have, you know, beaten and hunted dinosaurs and stuff would be fantastic. Like, that would make a great film. Absolutely great. Like, it's a great idea. It's interesting. You know, coming to planet Earth, hunting dinosaurs up until a stage where, you know, they watch humanity rise up to an animal that they believe is worthy of a hunt after a certain number of thousands of years. That's interesting. That's an interesting concept. But now them just going, now this is the first time. It's like, oh, right, okay. But having said that, is it probably going to be stated out and out in the movie? No. So if that's the case, fine, because then they can just retcon that. But in interviews they have explicitly stated that that is the first time that Predator has been on Earth. So, you know. Asian movie enthusiast says, everyone kept telling me to watch Squid Game, the new Korean death game show on Netflix. I watched it and it's very good. You should check it out. I will check it out, man. I absolutely will check it out. I haven't checked it out because I have been really, really busy watching Midnight Mass. So that's why I haven't watched it out. That's why I haven't watched it. But I will be watching it. That was next on my list. And huge thank you for the $5 there, dude. Really do appreciate that. I haven't been watching What If. I watched one episode, and then I realised that the animation just wasn't for me. The animation like hurts my eyes. That's not for me. I'm old. The animation definitely not for me. Let me scroll back up here a little bit. I think I've missed some of these comments coming through. Sorry. Jestro Games says January is where films go to die. September is where YouTubers go to die. Yes, it does seem it. Look, it's very odd. It is an odd scenario. I don't quite get it. It's just one of those things, really. Chris says if Mr. H would just swallow pride and do some hot tub streams, the algorithm would push him up a bit. Fucking nah. I don't want to. Yeah. Oh dear. Nadine R sent a €1.99 Hey You super sticker. Hey you. Hey you. Thank you so much. Do appreciate that. Al Humphrey says, I guessed you were adjusting the lumbar part of Linda and not really scratching your ass, Mr. H. No, I don't think I've ever scratched my ass on a stream before. Not really my thing. Aaron Beckett coming in with another $5. Thank you so much. Says, it's so sad because they're ruining so many different stories they could expand upon. The Egyptian predators, the dinosaur predators, Roman predators. You are completely right. Like, the issue is, right, is we all... having this as the finite time, the initial origin of the predators hunting on Earth, it brings the scope of the franchise down a lot, actually. And it's one of those things that never needed to be told, therefore you shouldn't have told it. No one thought about telling this, no one wanted to tell the very first time. Like, it's not one of those things that's actually that interesting. And it's more of it's a conceptual idea. Like, you think of it and you go, well, that's interesting. That's an interesting concept. It could be this, it could be that, it could be this. But when you actually write it down as something, you are now beholden to what boundaries you have then given the franchise. And at that point, especially this one, fucking Comanche Warriors, myopic scope now. Hugely myopic scope. We are blinkered in terms of where we can go. Shame. It's a massive shame. They've just... the scope of where that Predator franchise can go is now minuscule. And all they've done is shot themselves in the foot. You know? I don't know. It's just a shame. It's a massive shame. And I completely agree with you. Rye Pie sent £5 and says, good evening, Mr. H. Have you heard the latest? Apparently, they're trying to cancel all scarred or disfigured villains in future movies. Yes. So I did see that. So, yeah, I mean, look, let's get it up. That's what she said. Fuck it up. So I do want to... we'll go through this. I mean, look, interesting point. Again, if you want me to cover anything very specifically, jump in with a super chat. We will endeavour to cover it. So, let's move my... Here we go. Right. So, here it is. James Bond, No Time to Die sparks calls to ban movie villains with disfigurements. Now, look. I'm just going to throw this out here. When you were a kid, did you think villains were nasty, horrible people? Nah, man, you thought they were cool. You thought they were badass when you were a kid, right? We all did, okay? We all thought villains were cool, right? We all did. I'm not having this bollocks of they're absolutely, of course, they're villainous. You know, we all hate them. But what it tells us now, with these individuals anyway, what they're telling us now is that, well, hey, we can't have these villains anymore. What the hell is going on here? Let me have a look. I think my window capture's just blown up a little bit there. No, apparently that's gone. Let me remove that. So basically, villains now, villains are bad. They're kids. They're gonna... Villains, no, we can't have villainous, oh, it's all bad, blah, blah, blah. Failing to acknowledge the fact that, kids don't view people with disfigurements as evil and horrible. Like, most kids will look at a villain and go, oh, they're really cool. They're cool as fuck. But this whole weird random crusade of all of this stuff, I've literally just been on a weird rampage here, fucking my own camera up. So let me just move this over. I'm so sorry, guys. I screwed this right up. But here we go, right? So obviously Rami Malek is disfigured in this film, right? Like he is disfigured, is what it is. But so here we go. So a campaigner has called for an end to the use of villains with disfigurements in movies because, of course, everyone hates villains. No one thinks they're cool. Bosses at Changing Faces, a UK charity campaigning to end discrimination against people with visible differences. Well, fuck me. You're going to have to cancel everyone. You're literally going to have to cancel everyone. Everyone has a visible difference. Like, are you absolutely retarded? Come on. Have written to producers of the James Bond films asking for the movies to feature a positive character with scarring or disfigurement. Everyone looks like, look, I'm sorry, but Daniel Craig looks a bit like a potato, right? You know, he looks a bit different, visible difference. Everyone, what is going on here? Anyway, the charity is reaching out to producers after the latest 007 movie, No Time to Die, featuring Rami Malek as the disfigured assassin Safin, premiered this week. Now Changing Faces campaigner Tulsi Vaggiani, that's a very unfortunate name, claims the large number of villains with disfigurements has a negative impact on people with a visible difference and stirs up harmful connotations. No, it doesn't. Just grow a pair. Like, I'm sorry. Absolutely grow a pair. Like, if rough. Come on. Come on. Really? So it's an impact on people with a visible difference and stirs up harmful connotations. According to who? Who? Most people think it's cool. You show these people in a cool way, most people will go, nah, it's cool, man. Like, kids think it's cool. What's going on? The burn survivor said on Sky News today, often we get messages saying I've experienced a negative message. I've been compared to a villain in a film. But sometimes that's cool. Sometimes people want to be compared to, like, what? Anyway, whatever. So the more we heard this, the more we realised we need a campaign for change in pop culture and film and TV. Vaggiani also discussed previous efforts to stop the use of disfigured movie villains. She continued, 3 years ago, we launched the same kind of concept. I'm not your villain. And the British Film Institute pledged to say that they won't be funding any further films with a villain with a disfigurement. Now here we are, you know, James Bond, and yet again the villain has a disfigurement, and it just brings about really negative connotations. We need to change this, not just for the generation now, but for those who are really young at the moment and going through their own journey with having visible differences. I'm sorry, and look, it's tragic. It's absolutely tragic if people have that state of mind where nothing can console them and they just absolutely feel hard done by the world. At the end of the day, that is an introspective look. That is an introspective element. You know, like, it's very seldom does that actually come from someone else. I'll tell you what we'll do, because people are sort of, you know, being a bigot towards people with disfigurements or whatever in these individuals' heads. We'll just hide them all, or we'll only be positive. Because that's not negative, is it? Like, oh, for goodness sake. For goodness sake. I just, where's the world going when this is, you know, top of the agenda for people? First world problems. Genuinely, first world problems. Such a shame. Massive shame. Yeah, so I have heard that, and I just think it's nonsense. I just think it's absolutely nonsense. So, yeah. Now, Mr. Tickletrunks is completely right. He says it's just a movement to do this, nothing official. Yeah, of course. I mean, it is a UK charity. But one thing I don't think you understand is that UK charities actually have quite a lot of sway. Somehow. They do. Bizarre. Aaron Beckett says the magic behind the cinematic predators is the mystery behind them. They hunt us, but they let us be one of them at times. Their origin shouldn't be told. They're an extremely ancient species of hunters. I completely agree. I agree. I mean, what do you like more? Something which is explained, or something which you can sort of bend to your will in your own imagination that's not explained at that point in time? Obviously, we like our imagination more. That's the beauty of horror, right? It's the same thing with horror, and it's a great comparison. Horror is only true horror because it's the fear of the unknown. If it's explained, it becomes bland, boring, tangible, knowable. Thank you for agreeing that Daniel Craig looks like a potato. He does. I mean, look. Anyway. Mr. Tickle Drunk says, I have very average looks and my figure is that of an over-ripened banana. I wish people said you look like this badass villain in this movie. Exactly. Most people want to look like villains. Well, people don't want to look like villains. But no one looks at villains and go, oh, they're disgusting. Like, no one, come on. Really? Really? I'll try some tablets. Oh, dear. Hospitalities TV says, have you heard any news on the new The Thing movie? No. That's been sat there. I think that might end up being one of those movies that is just dropped because of COVID. I don't mean because of COVID, but there was a lot announced pre-COVID. And then post-COVID, you'll find that a lot of things have just disappeared. So there was, believe it or not, because I am Mr. Horror here. We have we had announced the Event Horizon Amazon series. Disappeared. Not here. Who knows where it is? That's just gone. And that will be one of those things that just hasn't been, mentioned and may have been quietly dropped. There'll be a lot of things that have just been quietly dropped because of COVID. It's a sort of distraction technique, I guess, or using it as a distraction technique. So it's a shame, but it is what it is. Nicky, I'm a villain for sure. Why are you a villain? Dear oh dear. Big man drinking his whey protein. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, it's not me trying to look big, but yeah, I guess so. No one even mentions how criminals that look... Hey, no one even mentions how criminals that look hot garner huge amounts of female attention. Yeah, exactly. Also, predominantly, villains just look normal. Should we just ban all normal villains? Oh, we can't have normal villains. Villains, it's just, no, it's not good. Should we all just paint the fucking world of rainbows and roses now? God damn. It's one of those things, it's just one of those things that you just go, right, is this really the main concern of your life? Just this one singular thing? It's such a shame. And like, I don't want to detract from how obviously sad these people are, because they must be really, really sad. But it is what it is. We've got 364 viewers, but only 188 likes. Can we hit that like button a little bit more? That would be great. That'd be fantastic. So Rex Blazer says, one thing that does worry me about the fascination with villains is that a number of fanfiction people like to downplay or ignore the bad things the characters do because they like them. Yeah, I mean, I guess so, but no one takes that seriously, do they? Do they really take that seriously? I don't think they do. So that's the other thing, right? Is I don't know whether No Time to Die is going to be a particularly great movie anyway, because there is no embargo. The embargo is so, I mean, well, they have lifted it now. That's a day before its release. That's not promising. That's not promising at all. And like I said, it'll be interesting to see what happens. Like I'll do my review tomorrow, see what you think, and go from there. Mr. Tickle Trunks. I'm hoping to get a few more scars on my face. Chicks dig scars. Make them cool, Like, can't you just make villains cool? I don't get it. Ryan Pack says, hey, Mr. H, will we get a sequel to Doom Annihilation? So I do know that one was written. Basically, it was in the works. And I can say that it would have had, from what I know anyway, it would have had Doom Guy in it. To some degree anyway, or the actual Doom Marine. Man Samsung says, they just announced the Babylon 5 reboot with same creators. What do you think? Fine, I guess. I mean, some of the beauty of these shows are that they are of their time. Like, I'm currently rewatching The X-Files. I love it. It's so bloody good. But I also am not blind to the fact that I think it's good because it was of its time as well. And I think, some of that sort of, I don't know, that sort of earnest reviewing that you let a lot slide when something's old. In fairness, that sounds like I'm shitting on it and like it doesn't hold up. X-Files absolutely holds up, ladies and gents. You must watch it. Like, it 100% holds up. It is fantastic. Even now, it is fantastic. You must watch it. If you've not watched it, watch it. If you have watched it, watch it again. It really does hold up. But anyway, I don't know whether some of that, with respect to some of these other shows, will be able to retain that sort of charm that it had. Project's Done Poorly says, I know a villain in my country that looks like a 90-year-old man with dementia, and he's all over the news, for fuck's sake. Oh, that's very funny. Martin Clark says, hey, Mr. H, when do you get to see Venom 2? Looking forward to your honest review. So sadly, I won't get to watch that until October 15th. You guys get it way before us in the UK. Don't understand why. Super dumb. Super dumb. So I won't be able to watch that until October 15th. I will be watching No Time to Die tomorrow and giving you my review of it. If it is terrible, expect a group therapy session, which is a live stream where I just bitch about it. I've done 2 group therapy sessions in the past. One for the Rise of Skywalker, and secondly for He-Man Master Universe Revelations. So that will give you the scale that I work with to do these group therapy sessions. Marshmallow says, why can I not send a normal message? YouTube. I no idea, dude. That sucks. I don't know what's going on there. Aaron Beckett says, imagine if Quentin Tarantino directed a Doom movie. It would be alright, but I do fear that the dialogue would come in between it all. I think his sort of aim for dialogue would have an issue with it. Would sort of affect the immersion that you can have with a Doom movie with him. Right, anyway, Beef Tink says, Mr. H, have you seen the trailers for the new animation Netflix series Bright, Samurai Soul and Arcane? Both have very different anime styles from what we usually see on Netflix. I have not, actually. The Kaza Gaming Room says, do you have the Dune script, Mr. H reviews? I do, actually. I do have the script. But I'm aware they've changed a lot from the script. From speaking to Andre from Midnight Sage. So I'll have to see, really. Oh, that's funny. C. Kramer. Any more live streams of you playing games? Finished Resident Evil already. I know, I do need to. So I plan to actually release some Resident Evil game playthroughs across the weekend. It's been really busy, so today I was working on my friend's Skyline GTR. And then I worked on my Pulsar GTIR. If you didn't know, ladies and gents, I have a car channel, which is in the description box. Head on over there if you want. Check it out. I love that channel. I have a good time with it. It's good fun. You might like it. But yeah, so I was really busy today and I couldn't pre-record any. So I plan to pre-record some tomorrow for the weekend, some of these Resident Evil playthroughs. I do need to finish it. I promise I will finish it. I will finish it. Chris says, Amazon Event Horizon series vanishes. Then several series later, a distress signal is detected from the rings of Netflix. That's hilarious. Love that. That is absolutely great. That is absolutely brilliant. Love it, love it, love it. Worms of Saturn says, I almost forgot about this movie, but are you at all interested in Antlers release in October? I cannot wait for Antlers. I genuinely cannot wait for Antlers. I am really, really, really looking forward to Antlers. I think Antlers will be fantastic. Really, really fantastic. Genuinely a good movie. I've been very excited from the get-go. It has everything that I want from the trailers. It has everything that I want in a movie anyway. So I'll have to see how it goes. So a lot of people are talking about Squid Games or the Squid Game. I haven't watched it yet. I've been watching Midnight Mass. Okay, I've watched Midnight Mass. Now I will go off and start watching the Squid Game or Squid Games, whatever it's called. I will be watching them. Promise. Loads of people keep recommending it to me. Apparently, it is amazing. It is great. We'll be watching it. 265 likes. Can we get it to 300, guys? Please, if you haven't hit that like button, hit that like. It really does help these live streams get out there a little bit more afterwards, which, you know, is important. Like, it does help out, so please do if you can. Noise Code became a channel member. Thank you so much, guys. If you do want to become a member of the channel, please do. It helps me out. You get stuff for it. Live streams. You get members only playthroughs. Stuff like that. It's good. Lamb was supposed to be released in October as well, if I remember rightly. Al Humphrey says, how is Nick, by the way, Mr. H? He's good, mate. He's good. He's always good. He's happy now. We've done some pretty major work on his R34 Skyline GTR today, so he's pretty happy with that. It was pretty much pain in the ass, to be fair. Yeah, it was hard. It was hard work. It's like a 20-minute video rendered and released in 4K next week for that. So yeah, just wait for that. You'll enjoy it. Shakedown says, I've been with you since the first Alien video long ago. It's been a fun ride watching your channel grow and going over so many wonderful films and shows with you these last few years. Thank you. Thank you, man. Thank you very much. Yeah, I've been going for a little while now, haven't I? I've been going for, I don't know, 4 or 5 years, something like that. It's been good times. You know, I take this opportunity to say thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, everyone, so much for spending, you know, a Wednesday. Well, to me, it's the evening, it's nighttime, but to you guys, afternoon, morning, etc. Thank you so much. Do appreciate it. I live stream 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays, this same time on those days. So please do head back if you're enjoying this. I think these are a fun time, just us hanging out, answering questions and stuff. And next Wednesday, guys, we are doing a watch along with the writer and director of Predator Dark Ages. We're going to be watching Predator Dark Ages. He'll be talking about it, taking questions. So yeah, I can't wait for that. It's going to be great. C. Kramer says, do you have a Halloween costume already picked out? Do you even do anything for it? So, typically speaking, I haven't really done that much for Halloween. I believe this year maybe I'll be going to a party. I don't know. I'll tell you one thing, which, one thing I've always wanted to do, just out of curiosity, this will probably end up shocking quite a few people, but wait, bear with me. Just for the sheer spectacle, I've always wanted to go to London's Torture Garden at Halloween, because that would just be a shit show. It'd be amazing. That would be incredible stuff to go and have a look at. Just a visual smorgasbord of just bizarreness. But no, I won't be doing anything like that this year. I don't know what I'm doing this year specifically. I'm not 100% certain. Like I think, yeah, I don't know. Like on actual, what is actual Halloween? Is that like a Friday or a Sunday or Saturday? Can't remember. Marshmallow, Fat Damon, that's all you need. For fuck's sake, Fat Damon. I believe you're coming up to the 5th anniversary. Really? Wow. Okay. Mental. That'll be good. That'll be really good. I'm looking forward to that then. I've missed a little bit of this chat now. What's this? So wait, if an actor cuts himself shaving, I guess that means his career is over. What do you mean? I'm so confused. Blind Fury says, looks like we might need COVID passports for cinema in the UK. No, that's not the case. They've already currently ruled that out. So I don't think that that's going to happen. Especially not the UK cinema. They won't be having anyone there, to be fair, for that. If that happens, they won't have people going. Drifter, Mr. H, cosplaying as Dutch. This needs to happen. Really? I don't know whether I could cosplay as Dutch, to be fair. I don't have the size and I've got too much of a beard for it. If I shaved my head, I could do Kratos, you know. Paint myself extra white. That'd be good fun, wouldn't it? Andy McCallum's been a member for 7 months. Wow, thank you so much. Do appreciate that. Wow. Oh, would it have a scar, wouldn't it? Yeah, you are right. Jesus. You are completely right. You are completely right. Predator Dark Ages be as good as Dead End. It's different. Predator Dark Ages is a really, really good fan film. It's really, really good. If you haven't watched it, like, you really should. It's nearly had 12 million views on YouTube. It's fantastic. Like, genuinely, it's fantastic. Do you care if people share their car projects with you via email? No, I'd love it. I'd really like you guys to do that, actually. I want to... So, obviously, I've got this second car channel. I would actually like to go out and review people's cars, you know? Drive it around, review it, walk around it, showcase them. I think that'd be good fun. So if you're into your cars, and I know this is a movie channel, I'm aware of that. But if you are into your cars, and there is a crossover, you know, that people are like, you know, like cars, like movies, there is a crossover. If you like your cars and you're in the UK, let me know. If you want me to showcase your car, you know, if it's interesting, if it's quirky, even just an interesting car, something a little bit unusual, a little bit rare, something you don't see too much, or something you do see, but something that could still be decent for a review. Send me an email, mistakereviews@gmail.com. You'll get to hang out with me for a little bit, shoot the breeze with me, and showcase your car. It'll be good fun. I am also fully insured on other people's cars, so it's all good. But yeah, it'll be a good time. What's this? Cryptic Cat says, Mr. H, what do you think of the Creep Show series? I've just started watching it and really enjoying it. There's that new one, isn't it, I think? I didn't watch any of that, so I don't know. Oh, how come Fox never shut it down? They don't tend to do that, actually. They don't tend to shut down fan films. Fox has never really been that bothered. They never really do that. Which is quite interesting. Like, but it's not that interesting, to be honest. All it does is display Disney and Lucasfilm's greed. Because Lucasfilm never shut down fan films prior to Disney either. It's just typically is pretty much just a Disney thing. Fan films are fine. Like, there's no issue with it. But these other companies came in and was just mental with, you know, their sort of stringent requirements on these things. It's quite a shame, to be fair. Jaco Ellers says, Mr. H, when are you going to watch the new James Bond movie? I'm looking forward to seeing your review. So I'm going to watch it tomorrow, guys. I will be watching James Bond, No Time to Die, tomorrow. Okay? About lunchtime, give or take. I've heard it's a long movie. So I'm going to have lots of popcorn, lots of nachos. I'm going to just sit down, chill the fuck out. Basically, all I got to do is I've got to make sure Jasper's all happy. Obviously, he's my baby boy. Oh, he's so fucking cute. So I've got to make sure he's all happy. And then I've got to drive off down to the local movie theatre and watch it for you guys. Then just come back and obviously review it. Yeah, if you notice a live stream happening tomorrow night, you know why. It'll be a group therapy session where I will just bitch about, you know, the movie. I'm hoping it's good, though. I'm hoping I like it. I don't want to waste my time. I don't like wasting my time. And I hope anyone else that watches it likes it as well. Like, and I say this all the time, and I don't know whether people actually believe it or not. But, you know, when someone's like, well, I like that movie, I'm like, yeah, good. Like, on a movie review that I hated it, I'm like, no, good, genuinely good, because Christ, I would hate for you to feel like I feel, like I've, you know, absolutely wasted my time. Like, come on. The Kaza Gaming Room says, sorry for the recurring questions, but how does an anterior pelvic tilt happen? Is it due to sitting around a lot? Yeah, basically, it's just tightness in the hip flexors and weakness of the glutes. That's all. It's just musculoskeletal imbalances. That's all. And generally speaking, it'll be because you're, if this is your hips and you're sat down like this, and these are your knees, the hip flexors that cross, you know, your hip to waist, the sort of anterior, the pelvis basically, shorten, and then they remain shortened. So that's how an anterior pelvic tilt occurs. It's pretty simple. It's pretty easy. Is what it is. Fast ride. Says, hey Mr. H, thanks for the landlord advice. I got the owner's hot chocolate and Timbits. They said, we're very happy with you, best tenant. It was the daughter trying to get more money, not them. There you go. Kill them with kindness. And then people reveal themselves, right? And you can even follow that up, right? You can even follow that up by saying, oh sorry, I didn't realise. I'm glad you think I'm a good tenant because it seemed like, trying to get a little bit more money out of me, maybe that you weren't happy with things. And you can sort of pose it in a quizzical fashion. Combative, almost quite submissive in your approach to it. So I'm glad that sort of helped anyway. I like to offer some advice when it, I like to be able to offer advice that's actually useful, so I'm glad. Nikki says, wait, is Mr. H streaming tomorrow? Did I hear that right? So, I will stream if I don't like the movie. Obviously, we'll be doing a group therapy session. But, yeah, we'll see. Oisin Stains says, what's up, chat and Mr. H? Saw June 2 days ago here in Cologne. It blew me away. Good, man. Yes, good. I am really, really pleased to hear that. Good. We've got Elizabeth Lyons back. She back. Elizabeth Lyons. I noticed you earlier, but I'm going to call you out now. She's back. She's here. What's this? Secret says, have you ever toured filming locations in the UK? For example, 187 Dollis Hill Lane, the house from Hellraiser. It's been renovated, but still keeps the same features as in the film. No, I've not, actually. I've never really thought that, in my eyes, that's not such a fun thing to do. I could see why it could potentially be fun, but yeah, interesting. Joshua says, should I take protein shakes after working out before? After. Or you can drink a whey isolate shake during. And that's fine as well. Generally speaking, after. But if you have a whey isolate, like a clear whey isolate, drink it during. It will go down like an amino acid more than a heavy whey protein anyway. Dan Tucker says, Ana de Armas is the best part of the new Bond. Apparently she's only in it for one sequence, which is a shame. But I was speaking to someone earlier, and I also said it in my video earlier as well. I'm like, well, that's typical, isn't it? That is bloody typical. That is literally, you get a feminist writer on board to write the new Bond film. They get smoking hot Ana de Armas in all the trailers, and they go, you're actually only in one sequence, love. Fuck off, you're too hot. Like, come on. Like, that is a given, isn't it? Is it not a given? That must be a given. Come on, we can all, we can all get behind that. Unreal. Feminist writer, no. No, we can't have hot women. No. Oh dear. Marshmallow says, tell Tiffany her work is amazing. Or is awesome, sorry. You can tell her yourself, dude. She's on Twitter, she's on Instagram. Go and tell her yourself. It will sound much better coming from you than it will me. I can tell her, but she'll appreciate it more from you than she would from me. Let's put it that way. Alright, you go tell her. She's on Instagram, she's on Twitter, and because you would have paid for it, you have her email address. Her PayPal. I think. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, because it was PayPal to her. It wasn't PayPal. I didn't take the money. So yeah, but tell her yourself, mate. It would mean a lot more coming from you than it would coming from me. Barry the Speedster says, H, what upcoming films are you looking forward to seeing or reviewing that you haven't mentioned? Thanks, bud. So, I mentioned Antlers. I am looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to June. I've mentioned that. There's not an awful lot of other movies that I am actually looking forward to at the moment. There's not a lot of movies coming out. I was looking forward to Cop Shop. I haven't had a chance to watch that, and then I have heard some bad reviews. There is honestly not a lot that I'm looking forward to. Not a lot at all. There's not a lot coming out. It just is what it is. It's a shame, really. I'm sort of looking forward to Venom 2. I liked the first one for what it was, dumb fun. I just thought it was dumb, harmless fun. So I'm looking forward to the second one. The Kaza Gaming Room says, could we read your scripts? It would be cool. No. Are you talking about the scripts to my films? No. They're not written as traditional scripts. So it's not a script that you would want to read. And, you know, I'm not trained as a script writer. So it's not something I want to expose either. I don't want to show anyone that. Like, it's not... I know the process. I know the process, how to get it from script to film. But if I was to give that to someone else, they'd have no fucking idea. Like, they would literally have no idea. So I don't really want to, you know, let people look at that. Unfortunately. I was thinking of doing a rendition of Breaking Light's monologue here on the channel. Which is obviously one of my films, Breaking Lights. I thought that would be good fun. Because I believe I can deliver it as it was supposed to be done as well. And I think it could be good fun. Sad, obviously. But yeah. Should be good. Should be good. Footprints Workshop says, do you plan on making another film? So I did. I was going to make a sequel to Breaking Lights, but I can't anymore. I'd have to recast the main character. And I don't really want to do that. That'd be a pain in the ass. Doesn't really make any sense either. Like, lots of people will just be like, why? So I don't really want to do that. Just be a bit of a ball ache. I would rather just drop that universe entirely than have to go through the rigmarole of doing all of that. So I had thought of making... I've got a vampire idea in my head for a vampire film. About 30 minutes long. 20 to 30 minutes long. Be quite expensive, though. You know, I mean, you're looking at 40, 50 grand. Maybe a little bit more. So I don't know, really. We'd have to see. I have to see, really. I would like to make some more. I think I said this on the last stream because someone was like, "What's the aim of the channel?" and things like that. And like, I would like to make more. I would like to make more movies just on the fly, right? Like, you know, I'd like to have, you know, a group of sort of actors around me that I could, even friends, people that I can work with that I can call upon and just make sort of little atmospheric mini shorts. Just on the fly stuff, I think could be good fun. Rather than these big sort of bigger productions. I mean, they're tiny productions, but the big productions when you're dealing with prosthetics and makeup and shit. So I don't know, really. It's a tricky situation. It's a tricky situation. Sliding my fucking chair around. Jake Ellis says, Mr. H, Cop Shop were so disappointing. Very slow pacing, not a lot of action. It's a movie to watch once and forget about it. That's a shame, man. I know Frank Grillo took to Twitter basically saying, no, you're talking shit. My film was actually better than this, but they edited out my parts that were cool. So I don't know. The trailer looked great. But obviously, yeah, I mean, if you're saying that, I will believe it. Thanks for Midnight Mass recommendation. Very cool. The trailer and poster don't do it justice. Think there will be more. I don't know. I don't want there to be more. It's a one and done for me. I didn't watch any trailers either. I think that's the best way to go into it because lots of people are like, oh, it's not a good horror. Well, I didn't think it was a horror. But I didn't watch the trailer. And people are like, yeah, but it's under horror on Netflix. So, loads of shit's under horror on Netflix. Like, I wouldn't trust Netflix in their fucking genre. Like Decider. That's a terrible thing to trust. Colin McLean says, did you ever catch the trailer for The Last Duel? Ridley Scott directing with Matt Damon and Adam Driver in it. Yeah. Yeah, I did. It looks fine. It's not my cup of tea, though. The thing is, I think those kind of things have been played out a little bit too much now. Like, I don't know if I want to watch those kind of movies anymore that much. Like, there's a lot to go into. You know, I'm sure it's gonna be good, but I don't know whether I think I'm done with those kind of movies for a little while. You know, when you're just like, I don't really want to watch a medieval movie unless they're doing something actually interesting. The trailer looked generic for those type of movies. It didn't look anything special. It looked good, but did it look special? No. Therefore, it's not got my money. So yeah, I don't know. Martin Stallard says, do you think Jaws should return on a new Bond film? Jaws would be cool, wouldn't it? That would be really cool. Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. Martin Clark says, Mr. H, Ariana Diamas, would you as a director or producer do rewrites and reschedule if a minor role actor was smashing it to add more of them to the film? Could they have? I think you would struggle if they are written out of the film. So for my first film, Black Fields, I realised pretty early on that the lead wasn't that strong, and wasn't putting in the performance that I wanted him to. Couldn't even lose his accent, which really annoyed me. And I realised that, you know, the second actor who played Bjorn was a bit more charismatic, so I reframed the film visually for Bjorn. So you can reframe things, but once a character is written out, it's very difficult to keep them in there. You know, you can't really do it. It becomes quite tricky. Felicity Poubelle says the last No Time to Die trailer represented a movie I actually am interested in watching. I hear some reliable critics like the movie. Are there any critics who you trust that usually mirror your thoughts? I don't know. Actually, no. I don't. So I do those review roundups, but there's no one that I pay attention to. I don't watch people who review movies. I watch cookery channels. Yep, Joshua Weissman. I watched his Philly cheesesteak 2 ways video today. That's right. I watch cooking channels more than I watch movie channels. I don't like watching people that do what I do. I don't think it's good. I think if you're gonna, you know, especially reviewing things, I don't think watching someone who does what you do is particularly smart, because it can subconsciously impact how you think, and I don't think that's wise. So anyway, no, basically, I don't. And I also watch car channels. There you go. But interesting question. Yeah, I mean, look, there are lots of people that are saying it's good, but if you look at those reviews, there is seemingly a trend, which is pacing. Pacing seemed to be a problem for a lot of people. Even if they're trying to frame it as positive, you can see that they're like, oh yeah, the pacing was a bit of a problem, that sort of thing. You can see it. Like, you don't even have to read between the lines. Like, they pretty much out and out say it. So it's I don't know really. It's yeah, and also definitely be concerned. It's not a given, but definitely be concerned when, you know, they have people not allowed to review the movie until the day before it's released. That's not good. Not good. Alex Casillas. No, I don't like anyone that reviews movies. I'm not interested in people that review movies. I've got better things to watch than people who create content like I do. Why would I want to... It's just a weird echo chamber then. I've got, like, no. I want to watch things which... You know, I talk about this stuff all day long. Why would I then want to watch someone that does it as well? Just no. God, no. Fuck no. Like, 100% no. I want to watch car channels, and because I can learn something from a car channel. You know, well, I can't learn something from someone else's opinion. It's just an opinion. And you know what they say about opinions? They're like arseholes. Everyone's got them. I don't care to listen to other people's opinions. I listen to your opinions on these streams, in the comment section. You know, that's what's interesting to me, connecting with my audience. I don't give a fuck about listening to someone else that does, you know, sits in front of the camera like I do. Not interested. Don't care. I literally couldn't care less. And I like watching cooking channels, because cooking channels are great. It makes me hungry all the time. Like, I just tease myself and wanna sit down and bloody cook food. Oh dear, oh dear. Miss H, so great that you like Gunship. Are you familiar with Carpenter Brute? Yes, I am. Turbo Killer, Blood Machines. Yeah. I reviewed Blood Machines here on the channel. It was good. It was good. Fast Ride. Hey, Mr. H. Who could play a real-life Sterling Archer? Henry Cavill, Ryan Reynolds. The show is still surprisingly good. Acting, story, and humour is good. Recently renewed for season 13. Fuck me, has it been going for so long? Wow. That's mental. Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember when I stopped watching. I watched a lot of that. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was great. So yeah, no, I don't know really. Maybe Henry Cavill. I think Ryan Reynolds would be a bit too much. Johnny Webb, what echo chamber is he talking about? Just, I don't, you got to listen to the whole answer. I'm not talking about an echo chamber. It's just an echo chamber of reviewing opinions. If you sit there listening to reviewers, you just sit there in an echo chamber of opinions. I don't want to do any of that crap. I don't watch people that make content like me. I'm not talking about a specific echo chamber. I'm talking about you can create an echo chamber when you watch people that do the same content as you. You can create your own echo chamber. It's one which you subconsciously fall into, and that's not smart. It's in fact really, really dumb. And you'll find it as well. Like you'll sit there and you'll watch other channels, and they'll all say the same fucking thing. There will be channels that you literally go to, and you know exactly what they're about to say for every single topic. Every single topic. You will sit there and you'll go, you're about to say this, you're about to say that, you think this, you think that. Whereas, you know, like, there will be people that will jump on my videos, having not watched the video, thinking that I'm going to say something, write it in the comments, and completely make themselves look like a fucking retard. Because they think that I'm about to say what, you know, well, something completely different. Whereas if they actually watched the video, they would go, oh, fuck me, wow. That is not what I thought you were going to say. You know, that's what I'm talking about when I say of echo chambers, where people just end up watching the same kind of crap, you know? Always the same kind of crap. Petros says, same thing happens if you write music and listen to it. Yeah, I can imagine that, to be fair. Johnny Webb says, I got on this stream and just heard that. Thanks for expanding. I agree. I like watching car videos, funny videos, and tech stuff, and even new games coming up. Yeah, exactly. It's good to expand, right? It's good to expand and sort of branch outwards on those kind of things. Chris Hemsworth could do Archer. Yeah. Yeah, that's not bad. It's not a bad shout. Felicity Poubelle says, I totally agree on the echo chamber thoughts. I avoid many review channels myself because, as you said, I don't want the needless influence on my point of view. Got here late. Hope you and Jasper are well. We are very well. Jasper is always awesome. My cute little dog. Love that boy. He's a dude. Love him. Mr. Picklesworth says, show us your PC, dude. It's not that exciting, to be honest. It's really not that exciting at all. Although I do need to download and change this. I need to change the bloody... What was this thing called? I'm just looking through my chats because I asked my friend Nick how to change these stupid bloody lights on my computer, and he told me to download something. Oh, here we go. Oh, ICUE. ICUE. Corsair. There we go. What is this then? Yep, there we go. Cool, we're going to change it. Anyway, sorry. Because I want to change all of this to white. It just needs to be jet white, all of this was the idea anyway. What's this? Vassy Reviews. Nice to have you on. For 9 months you've been a member. Thank you so much. I'm a tad late. I hope everyone is having a fantastic evening. Also, this new milestone thing is kind of awesome, isn't it? Just. I love it. I think it's great. I wonder if you read my comments on the June video about exchange rates from Italy, Russia, and Norway. No, I mean, but those things are not massively important in terms of all of that. Like, it's just the overall number anyway. So, yeah. But, like, I get it. It's not something really to consider that much. Al Humphrey says, is Sir Jasper ready for some more treats to send to your PO box, Mr. H? He's always ready for more treats. He's always ready. We have, in fact... He's not awake, cool. So we've still got we're still going through these, and what I leave is the sausage ones when I leave the house. Because I give them, obviously, something, you know, to sort of chow down on whilst I leave the house. He's always ready for more treats. Jasper loves them. So yeah, no, appreciate that. Always appreciate that. Again, if no one knows what we're talking about, I've got a PO box open on the channel. You guys asked me to open it. I've opened the PO box, and people are using it. And obviously, people have been sending Jasper stuff, me stuff, etc. Mr. H, we have the same tower. Yes, you'll need ICUE downloaded and installed in order to customize the lighting and many more. Yes, apparently so. I'm a pleb when it comes to technology. But yes, that is apparently what I need. Oh, my back. Chris says, if Jasper could talk, what accent would he have? I genuinely think he would have a British accent. A bit like mine, but softer, gentler, calmer. He's a really calm, happy little dog. Wow, Andy. Jesus Christ. Thank you so much. It's not much, but here's a little something to help keep the lights on. Holy shit. Thank you so much, man. I know you're... From discussions and things, I know of your situation, so thank you. That's not a little bit, that's a lot. Thank you, man. P.S. On behalf of everyone here, we would like to wish Nicky a fantastic birthday for a fantastic... It's your birthday, Nicky. What is going on? What? It's your birthday? Is this right? Is this what it is? Nicky, is this your birthday? Let me know. Thank you, Andy. That is incredibly kind of you. Christoph, the Polish guy, great name, very literal. Greetings from Poland. Lord of the Rings movies are best movies ever. I really like the Lord of the Rings movies, so I agree. Thank you, Andy. That's really kind of you. What's this? Al Humphrey says, "I'll take care of that for Sir Jasper Mistakes. Leave it with me." Thank you, dude. What's this? Nicky, it's your birthday tomorrow. Right, okay, wow. Well, awesome. Happy birthday for tomorrow. Back it up, Andy. Andy, thanks for supporting us, you legend. Yeah, honestly, that's very, very kind. Thank you so much. And everyone, as Andy was incredibly kind, everyone, please do. Can we have an encore? Can we wish Nicky a happy birthday, please, ladies and gents? It was Andy's wish, and Andy did a massive donation for that. So can we all wish Nicky a happy birthday for tomorrow? I want an encore. I want the chat flooded with it. I want Nicky to be embarrassed. I want her to leave... Step too far. Don't want to leave the stream. But I want her to be embarrassed. I want it flooding the chat right now. Happy birthday, Nicky. Let's go. Do it. Let's do it. Go. Christoph, the Polish guy, says, also, curiously, do you watch Geeks and Gamers? Honestly, so I think I've covered it anyway. I don't watch anyone that makes any content remotely similar to what I do, basically. So no, I don't watch anyone. I don't even watch Midnight's Edge, right? I appear on their channel, I chit chat to them. Andre is a good friend of mine, but I don't watch anyone's channel. I don't. I'm not interested. Not in a nasty way. I'm just not interested in watching anyone that does anything like any content similar to me. Just don't do it. Yes, you guys are awesome. You're flooding the chat. Yes. Oh, that's hilarious. Thank you, guys. That is brilliant. I'm loving that. Yes. That's so good. Right. So. Look at you all. That is so good. Oh, dear, oh, dear. I don't know how to do any of this. I'm very confused. I've turned the lighting off. I just want to have static color. There we go. Yeah. Cool, there's one. What? Oh no. I'm very confused. Why is it not working? Oh my god. No, just go back to this. I don't know what's going on. I have no idea how I'm doing. I have no idea how to do any of this crap. Fuck me. I'm gonna have to watch something on this. Okay. I think I figured it out. Way! That's cool. Oh, that's kind of cool. I like that. I think. Oh, can I turn it down? Oh, that's cool. Whee! Yeah, I'll keep it like that. Whatever. Anyway, that's really difficult to work out. It's now just super bright over here. Sorry, guys. I was figuring all that out. Mick K says, Modern Mist searched wrecking yards and found a pair of 370Z seats for $500. That's better. Good man. Nicky, be right back. I'm going to cry. For fuck's sake. I'm glad. I'm really, really glad we could do that for you. That's good. Good. So anyway, we've stopped the rainbow strobes now. It's just super bright lights over here. This is the Gandalf effect, I guess. Fast Ride. It says, Mr. H, I heard you said you like cooking shows. That's cool. I'm in the arts, but cooking always interests me because it's like art. Do you watch MasterChef US? Ramsay is a jerk, but also amazing. I don't actually, no. Where is Krista Nova? I don't know. What do you mean? What? I don't know. I've never even spoken to her. I don't know. Let me scroll back down. Your PC has become self-aware. I know. I don't like PC. Fucking hate it. How's my night so far? It's good. Yeah, it's good. Oh, I haven't missed any super chats, have I? No, I haven't. Good. I'm glad we could all do that. I'm glad we could all gather together and wish someone a happy birthday. It's very kind of everyone. Thank you. Your thoughts on The Last Duel? I'm not that interested in it. I'm not going to lie. I don't really care too much for stuff like that these days. It's got to be pretty exceptional for me to be like, yeah, I'm going to watch this now. I'm not that interested. Alex Holloway, geez, Miss H, you can't just whitewash your YouTube stream. I know, terrible, isn't it? What are your thoughts on the cast lineup for the Super Mario Bros. Movie? Shit, to be honest. I don't really get it. I don't really get it. I don't really... Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Henry Wolf, does Mr. H know Krista Nova as they say he does? Who's they? I don't know Krista Nova. Who the fuck is they? Who's they saying that we know one another? What? I'm very confused. Could I not cuss? Fucking probably. I will cuss though. When I fucking want to. Yeah. I'll say whatever I like, thank you very much. It's me. My birthday is in March. Well, drop on a stream and I'm sure we can get you a happy birthday as well. Any news on the FX Aliens? No. They're going to start shooting it. I think were they on about start shooting it in spring, if I remember rightly. So, yeah, nothing at the moment, but supposedly going to start shooting it in spring. So we'll have to see. When am I watching Venom 2? When it's available for the UK, which is October 15th. So a while from now. Noise Codes Archive says, "Hey, Mr. H, long-time fan of you, your films and your channel. Do you have any interest in doing anything feature length? I think you would make an amazing full-length Lovecraftian film." Yeah, I want to. I do want to, but the problem is that like I just don't think I can ever get the money together to do something like that. Like it would have to be fully funded from, you know, crowdsourcing and things like that. It would take a really long time to do, and I just don't think that there's, you know, there's not the hunger from you guys to see that would be worthwhile doing it. Like I'm never going to make the money available to do that. Like we're never going to be able to raise those funds. You know, you're looking at like 80 to 100 grand. Like, you know, I don't think you guys are going to do it. And that's not bad. I'm not saying you should. I'm just saying I don't think the market wants me to do it, basically. And I think that's okay, you know. But would I want to? Yeah, of course I would. MD, hello, Mr. H. Do you like the thing? Yeah, I've done videos on the thing. What's this? Henry Wolf. He hasn't even spoken to Krista Nova. The internet can be a very deceptive place. There is someone going around pretending to be Mr. H. Oh, right. Oh, I don't give a fuck. Who cares? Just people are retards. It's always people that hate you as well. Like, you'd think that you'd spend more time doing something on things that you enjoy, wouldn't you? Like, I don't, you know, I hate lots of stuff. I don't sit around thinking about it all the time. Like, what a fucking retarded way to live. But look, this is 2021, so I'm not fucking surprised. Mick K says, "Why is there No Time to Die being labelled the 25th Bond film when there's actually 26? Yeah, true. But I think one's unofficial, isn't it, really? Barry the Speedster says, "I'm away. Everyone have a good night. Take care, Mr. H, and have a great birthday, Nicky. Nice, good. We're keeping that going. Good. Pick 5 favourite movies and 2 video games. 2 video games. Wow. Okay. Soul Reaver 2. Fantastic game. Incredible story. The whole legacy of Kain franchise is utterly immense. That's 1 video game. 2nd video game would be Mario 64, because it is fun. In terms of 5 favourite movies, Superbad, consistently always hilarious, great rewatch value, always funny. Predator, Aliens, and 2 more. Hellraiser, Dread. There you go. Remember, everyone, H cursing is impolite, but it's his channel, so you asking him not to curse so much is equally impolite. Yeah, I mean, look, I tend to curse in my everyday vocabulary, but it's never really intended as offence. You know, the context behind it is always something you should bear in mind, you know. That's not something which is always there, to be fair. But yeah, it's important, isn't it? I feel like all the waiters at the restaurant just sang, and I hid in embarrassment. Good. I'm glad we could do that. That's hilarious. MD, thanks, Mr. H. I'm fairly new to the channel, so have lots of your videos to catch up on. I'll check out your thing videos. No worries, man. Yeah, no, Big Lebowski. Look, there's so many movies. Don't ask me for a top 5. Like, I don't have favourite movies. I've never had favourite movies. I have movies that I like to rewatch. I've always said that. You know, I've always said that. You know, I was just asked to give 5 movies. I'm going to give some, but no, I don't have movies that I actually consider to be favourites. I don't like doing that. Because I don't have favourite movies. Wishmaster's your favourite, don't lie. I really like Wishmaster. I think Wishmaster's cool. Big guilty pleasure. Mr. H, if you're interested, the OG Legacy of Kain is available now on GOG. What's GOG? I've got it on Steam. I've got them all on Steam. Revan, some swearing now and then is gold for your... Oh, it's good for your mental health. Gold. Oh dear, oh dear. Henry Wolf, Never Say Never Again has a weak finale, but it's a pretty fun time at the movies. Overall, especially if you like Sean Connery, he's all over the film. Yes. Is it true that a new Terminator movie is in the works? No, it's not true. Who the hell said that? You've been reading We Got This Covered? The people who couldn't cover a shit in a toilet. Dear oh dear. I still pick Shawshank as my top film. The remaining top 20 switch places frequently. Yeah, I mean... What was that? Did you say the remaining top 20? Top 20? Jesus. Wow. That is funny. Rinsler's in the chat. The original Legacy of Kain would make a badass movie if done correctly. I agree. I absolutely agree. Yeah, the voice acting is superb in Legacy of Kain as a series. You can't get better than that voice acting. You can't. You literally can't get better. The voice acting is impeccably done. Miss H, have you ever read any of the Bond books? I've not actually. Why are you not excited for June? I'm excited for June. You have not watched any of my, you've not watched any of my videos, have you? It's hard not to reply to that with sarcastic and you know, quick wit, because yeah, I mean, I'm really struggling not to reply back to that with any sort of coarseness. It's quite a struggle. Yes, I am excited for June. Pretty fucking obvious I'm excited for June. Where the fuck did you hear that I'm not excited for June? Jesus. I've always said I'm excited for June. Straight from the off. How very, very strange. You must be new here. Ve Victus. Yeah. Chris, I really like the book Live and Let Die. Read several of the books and didn't care for most. Yes. A false Mr. H, a variant. Never mind. What is this? What are the mortgage requirements in the UK like these days? Oh, interesting question, Ray. So you need 5% mortgages, so 5% deposit, so a down payment, I guess they call it in the States. I don't think there's many 5% mortgages available. It's normally 10% now. 10% deposit mortgages. I don't know, really. The requirements are you have to have a fucking lot of money saved up and you have to earn a lot of money as well. One of the two. Jasper's moved. So yeah. Yeah, it's quite hard to get a mortgage, to be fair. What's this? How big a super chat for you to sing to Nikki? Dog making weird noises. I don't know, to be fair. I don't know. I can't sing, so quite a lot, I'd imagine, because I can't sing, and I don't want to abuse everyone. I don't want to sodomize people's ears with my singing. Mrs. Tickle Trunks is going. Have yourself a good night. Thanks for joining, dude. Take care of yourself. Thanks for joining this fun hangout. Chris Wright says, cheers for the videos. I've dipped in and out of your videos since you were just a voice. Film talk is a great escape from the nonsense of the last year and bit. I completely agree, and I've enjoyed it too. I've enjoyed having this platform to be able to talk to you guys and just escape on this level as well. So thank you for allowing me to have this platform where I could have escaped, you know, in the last year and a bit. Al says, Miss H Reviews, I got to meet Michael Bell, who voiced Raziel, and he admitted he did not know he was doing the voice bit for a game. That's cool, man. I mean, maybe that's why he put so much effort into it then. Rich's Star Wars comic books and video games. Join the channel. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Do I have a karaoke song? I don't sing, so no. Yeah, lots of people keep talking about Foundation. I need to watch Squid Games first. Is Foundation on Apple TV? I don't know whether that's for me to watch them on Apple TV. I don't watch much. I don't have Apple TV. I'll have to get access to it from someone. My Brule Story says, Mr. H, you don't have to sing, of course, but you can look into Cameo, where your viewers can pay you to appear in a virtual session and provide any requested messages. Nah, I don't think anyone's going to want me to do that, to be fair, mate. I'm happy just to do these streams. I don't think people want me on Cameo, let's be honest. There's not much of a demand for me to be on Cameo. I'd have to be pretty egotistical to go on Cameo. Andy McCallum, I think Nikki would love to hear you sing. I don't think anyone wants to hear me sing, guys. Jesus, honestly, you do not know the horrors that await you if I sing. All right, you are being spared. H, you can hit the high notes. I do declare. Chances are you can sing. I can't. Fuck's sake. Stop it. I can't sing. Chris, okay, if your singing would break YouTube terms of service, here's £5 not to sing. Thanks. Appreciate that. Foundations on Apple TV. It's rubbish, though. There's nothing on it. Yeah, I did hear that. I did hear there was nothing on it, to be fair. Worried about Metal Gear Solid the movie. I don't think it can work as a movie as it's too vast. Yeah, I think they're gonna bring it down, aren't they? Segment it down into some tiny little thing. Mr. H, been here since the beginning of your channel with Hellraiser, Alien, Predator, Lovecraft, before the face reveal. Have you read the Requiem Chevalier vampire series? I have not, no. I've never actually even heard that. Like, 100% never even heard that. Christopher Morton says, you're a bigger celeb than most of the celebs on Cameo. I'm not a celeb. At all. I am, and I've always maintained this, I'm just a normal guy just sat talking about movies. I don't like to consider you guys fans. I don't like to consider myself as anything special. I don't think that's the right approach. I think you should remain grounded. I think it's okay for you to consider yourself fans. I think it's incredibly humbling and flattering, but I would never sit there and go, I have fans. It's not what I want to do with myself. So yeah, no, I enjoy. It's one of the reasons why I sit here and take questions from anyone. Whereas some people only take questions from people that pay you. That's fucking garbage. Like, what? You've got to pay to talk to you now? Why? That's fucking horrendous. I hate that. I really hate that. Well, I cannot. I can't put it into words. I cannot put it into words. How irritating it is when people only take messages from people that do super chats. I don't get it. Speaking of which, stop avoiding people's messages. I'm not avoiding people's messages. What the fuck are you on about? I've literally been reading stuff. Stop being a dick. Tom Workin says, ahem, identity theft is not a joke. What is this identity theft thing? What is that about, mate? I don't know. And also if you were remotely smart, you would realise that there's 323 people here. The chat's moving quite fast. Calm the fuck down. I'm one person reading stuff. Don't be a dick. So yeah. You see mistakes, that's why people respect you. You are so human. And then he's followed up with humble. I love that. That's funny. The Emperor of Mankind is here. Nice to have you on, dude. Always like your input. You're very funny. Funny. We've got 460 likes. That's well, nearly. We've got 457. We're close. We're getting there with the likes. We are getting there. Did you check out Under the Silver Lake after? Under the Silver Lake after, brother. Was hoping to hear what you'd thought of it. No. Was that something which I was told to look at last time? I'm really sorry if I have been really busy with Midnight Mass. They're like hour and 5 minute long episodes. That's taken a lot of my time up. Trying to get to that review that I did late last night, which I even had someone even commented, was like, "Are you stoned? You look stoned." I'm like, "No, mate. I'm just really tired." Like, I'm sat here like, I really liked the show. It was great. But I'm like, obviously, I'm very tired. You can tell I'm very tired. Whereas normally I'm like, yeah, like I'm exhausted now. I'm shattered. But obviously, I sort of, you sort of funnel some adrenaline here to sort of keep it up a little bit. Anyway, Painbringer Music says, here's a small donation. Enjoy 007 tomorrow and buy a beer from this. I'm also checking it tomorrow. Nice. Oh, so it's out in the US as well then, I'm guessing. Universal Worldwide. That's cool. That'll be good then. So if it is crap, we can do our sort of group therapy session, the live stream tomorrow, which will be cool. We'll see how it goes though. Prince Zodiac says, Mr. H, I watch but rarely chat. I usually watch on a smart TV, but I heard you mention hot sauce. I'm in the States and don't have access to anything you don't, but I have some ghost peppers I grew. Oh, awesome. I tell you what, you do have access to things that I don't. Jeffrey Kiln, I think the chap's name was, sent some awesome hot sauce over, which I can't get because it's stateside. Ghost peppers are cool though, 100%. Chris Wright sent £1. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. JQL is peacing out. Nice to have you on. Take care, dude. Sound Accent says, Mr. H, what was your impression of Michael Mann's Heat when you seen it for the first time, especially LA Downtown Shootout? I don't know. Not sure whether I can think that far back, to be honest. I watched that a long time ago. Mr. H, my son loves your videos on... What's this? Sorry. Alien and Predator. I watch mostly for horror movies and Hollywood critiques. Well, that's very kind. Salami Tommy. Great name. I'm keeping it in the family. That's cool, man. Thanks. And hello to your son. There are no fans on YouTube. It's more of a community. Yeah, I mean, like, we have a great community here as well. Huge community. MD, I've literally asked a question for the first time ever tonight. Mr. H took the time to answer it. He doesn't avoid messages. No, I don't. I don't avoid any messages. Sometimes, like, and I have said this before, is like, if you want your question answered immediately, do a super chat. Like, I get to super chats quicker, because of course I do. Like, they've paid me. Of course I'm going to get to super chats quicker. But otherwise, you do just have to, like, keep leaving your question, and I will get to it. But, I do need to, I just read what I see. Like, something will jump out, I'll read it, and then I'll jump down. And you also got to remember as well, Jeffrey Kiln's back. I can send you some more hot sauce. I've plenty. Mate, so, that hot sauce is really nice, and I'm on, like, that much of the last bottle. It's really nice. I really love it. I'm so glad I remembered your name as well. Klein. I got the last name wrong. Fuck's sake. Thank you, man. I'm really glad I remembered your name. I'm proud of myself. I know it's like me patting myself on the back, but I am, because there's lots of people that send stuff, and I'm glad I remembered. How am I getting on with a box of candy? I have actually almost gone through it all. So Jeffrey Klein sent me $40 worth of sour candy from the States and 2 bottles of hot sauce. The bottles of hot sauce were amazing. Absolutely amazing. Can't get them here. But incredible stuff. Really, really nice. And the $40 worth of sour candy, it's really important to note. Oh, side note. So Jeffrey, you sent me... So we get Sour Patch Kids here in the UK. We don't get the same Sour Patch Kids. We just don't. They're not the same. They're completely different. And you sent me these, like, Sour Patch Kids, like, 2-in-1. They're big ones. It's so good to get all these weird and wonderful sour cat. I love it. So good. But yeah, no, I've gone through a lot of it. A lot of the sour candy has gone. I feel a little bit more rotund. No regrets. No, in fairness, so I've been having them at the weekends, and then I have sour candy after my workouts as well. So obviously, if you don't know, like I lift weights, like I have a history of bodybuilding and stuff like that. And after I work out, I normally have simple sugars, simple carbs, and sour candy is a great road to have. Hit my vice of sour candy. But yeah, thank you so much, man. That's great. That's so humbling. I have dared someone to try and beat the $40 worth, but that's only because I want diabetes, right? Of course. Honestly, thank you so much. That was the most epic thing ever. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh, you'll send me more. Oh, please do. Please do. We'll have to figure out a new. We'll have to figure out how to send it though, because what was the courier you used last time? Because there was that mess up, wasn't it? I can't remember. What happened with them? Because I don't think it was a bad courier. I can't remember what the courier. I mean, the problem is with PO Box is that they have to be. The courier has to be able to send to a PO Box, and I think we figured it out anyway from other people. Is that it has to be a courier that allows not signed for or something along those lines. I can't remember exactly what it is because I think that's why Amazon works, because people have been sending like Amazon, you know, gift, so they mark it as a gift and it goes to a PO Box, and it just ends up here because you don't always have to have signed for. I don't get it. But yeah, man, honestly, I'm not gonna say no to more hot sauce, 100%, Jeffrey, my dude. And if you do, we'll obviously have to, you know, figure out the right courier this time, just so because because that almost got lost last time, and that's such a shame when those things disappear. USPS, the parcel force, parcel force are a pain in the ass. I called them for 2 days straight, and I was on the phone for 40 minutes a time. And it just kept ringing out, and I kept going to the, it's the local sorting office. It's not local to me. It's literally like an hour and a half away. And I'm on the phone to this local sorting office. And it just keeps ringing and ringing and ringing and ringing. And they just then transfer you to the nationwide one. And I'm like, so why was I sat on the phone for 40 minutes? I don't think anyone mans their phones. And so the way I sorted out in the end, Jeffrey, I don't remember if I told you this. The way I sorted out in the end is literally by Twitter. I tweeted to Parcel Force and I was like, hey, someone sent me something to my PO Box. It's now at this sorting office. Can you redirect it? And then it was done. I'm like, for God's sake. But I do know anyway. I'm going to spend a little time on this because it's important. I do know anyway that those things are really important to get immediately, because otherwise they end up shipping it back or they just dispose of it, which is shit, because that's never what I want to happen to anything that anyone sends me. That's the worst thing possible. To think that something just disappears, that's horrible. It's like it's crap. Like you'd think for starters that USPS would tell you that it won't deliver to a PO Box for starters, right? But anyway, whatever. Thought I'd go down there and explain it. But God, please do send me more. That hot sauce is really nice. I've been really enjoying the hot sauce on chicken and pasta with cheese. Oh God, like I love watching cooking channels. And then some days I'm just gonna make chicken, pasta, and cheese and just pour hot sauce on it. Oh, it's the best thing ever. Anyway, whatever. Right. Ensign Ewart says, hi, Mr. H. What's your thoughts on the Yaris GR, a modern day GTIR? Yes, it absolutely is. It has been made in terribly small numbers. Only certain amounts have gone out to the world as well, in certain parts of the world, certain markets. Yeah, the Yaris GR is a modern day GTIR. It's a homologation special. It's all-wheel drive. It's a turboed hatchback. There's lots of turbo hatchbacks, but most of them are front-wheel drive. There's very rarely is there a all-wheel drive hatchback turbo car. Very, very rarely. Very, very rarely. So yeah, is it a modern day GTIR? The Yaris? Yeah, 100%. The Yaris GR is absolutely a modern day GTIR. Without a shadow of a doubt, it is. It's great. It's really, really good. Love it. Great stuff. Really, really, really good. I haven't had a chance to drive one. I've seen one. I drove past one in my Z. And they look great. They do look a little bit too normal, though. But then that's part of the appeal as well. Like, the GTIR looks pretty normal. It looks like a Sunny. Looks like a Sunny hatchback, but it's got the wing and the big bonnet vents and a different spoiler. It's nice to have something a little bit understated that is also a beast. You know, like I got a Nissan 370Z, right? And that car is, you know, it's pretty apparent what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be a sports car. It's 2-seater, low slung, big curves, big wing. Like it's all very much that sort of style. But it's nice to have something a bit understated. Like my pickup truck, for instance. I've got a pickup truck as well. That has a turbo engine in it. It's fun to have a car that is just hidden. Like that truck can overtake like a lot of cars. Like it's nippy. It's a powerful little car. Anyway, there you go. So yeah, 100% it is. It is a modern day GTIR. I think so anyway. I'm sure people will disagree, but I really do think it is. What is the hot sauce called? I actually don't know without going to look at it. Jeffrey will be able to tell us. As he was kind enough to grab it. It's really tasty, that stuff. It's really, really nice. I really like it. And that's the thing, like, so we get a lot of hot sauce in the UK, but a lot of it is just peri-peri based hot sauce, courtesy of Nando's. And then the rest of it is just hot sauce. Whereas I think a lot of the nuance from stateside, like if you go to Texas, Mexican, the sort of Tex-Mex influence and things like that, they have a lot more flavors running through their hot sauces. In my experience anyway. I could be wrong, and I'm sure other people would probably disagree, but it was great. Jeffrey has revealed the hot sauce. The hot sauce is called A La Brava, made here in North Carolina. They sell on eBay and have a webpage. It's really nice. You'll really like it. How popular are R34 Skylines where you live? So in the UK, R34 Skylines, they're all incredibly expensive. Jap cars are incredibly expensive here now. Really, 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 really expensive. R34 Skylines are like 30, 40 grand. And a GTR is like 200,000. Like, they're fucking insane. Like, really, really insane. I mean, whether they're worth that or not, I don't know. No idea. I like Skylines. I don't know if I'd ever want to own one. But they are cool. I want to own this little mofo, a Datsun 510 next. That is my dream car. A Datsun 510. I love the Datsun 510. They're so cool. So cool. Love it. Have I seen Manborg? I've not. No. Mr. H, maybe you could try make a hot sauce of your own. I don't think I'd be able to be fair. Yeah, I'm not too sure I would be able to. Maybe. I'd have to really scope out some recipes and stuff like that. Have I tried Mad Dog 357? No, I've not. Is your fair lady a VQ35DE? No. So I've got a Nissan 370Z. So no, it's not the 35. So that's the you're talking about a 350Z. I don't have a 350Z. I've got a 370Z. So it's the VQ37 VHR is the engine designation, if I remember rightly. Larry Quartowitz, good evening, Mr. H. Curious what you thought of Wrath of Man. It's not been released in the UK. Not here. Yeah, there you go. So John Bates says, just checked the hot sauce on eBay. £2.15 a bottle. Great price. £48 shipping. And this is what I was talking about, Jeffrey, my dude, is that, like, the amount that you sent to me would have cost so much in the UK. It is unbelievable. Like hundreds of pounds worth of candy. And it's only $40 worth in the States. It's mental. It is actually mental. Crazy stuff. And like, you can't even get that. You actually cannot get what you sent to me in the UK. You actually can't get it. Because the sour candy is different. And Donovan sent me sour Skittles. We have sour Skittles in the UK. Not like that. They're completely different. They got this sort of like citric acid coating. The ones in the States. We don't have that. Don't know why. We don't have it. Very odd. Really, really odd. We just don't get it. Really, really odd. And yeah, Larry, I don't know why it never released. It didn't come out in the UK as far as I'm aware. It didn't get as far as I'm aware, it didn't get a cinema run. I could be wrong, but I don't think it did. I think by the time that everything was lifted, there was no point. I'm guessing. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. You grumbling? You grumbling? Do you want a treat? Jasper, do you want a treat? You want one of these? You want a treat? No? Alright then. Jasper does not want a treat. Bless him. Oh, what's this? Would you like the hot ones would you like the hot sauces from Hot Ones, Mr. H? If we could get hold of them to deliver to over here. I would happily do a home Hot Ones challenge. If I could get the sauces, I'd buy wings, and I would do a Hot Ones challenge on a live stream just for a laugh. I would happily do that. Happily do that. I think that'd be a good time. Well, probably not a good time, but I would try. I would try. Right, ladies and gents. I think we're going to probably wrap this stream up here. Normally, Martin Stallard says, would you buy a second-hand car from Japan? I bought second-hand cars from Thailand. My truck is from Thailand. Would I buy a second-hand car from Japan? Yeah, of course. Nothing wrong with that. If they are in good shape and stuff like that, of course. Absolutely, of course. So we're going to wrap this up here. Please do follow me over on Twitter and Instagram at MrH Please do. If you want to send me anything, we talk about lots of stuff today. Sour candy, hot sauce. I've got you don't have to, by the way, but I've got a PO box in the description box. Please do. I've got a second channel. It's a car channel. It's called Car Nonsense. The link to that is in the description box. I've got Patreon memberships. Good way to support the channel. Get stuff for it. If you haven't watched my films, but you want to, Tier 2 members here on the channel get access to my films. In October, you'll get to see Breaking Lights. The making of is currently on membership only as well, so you get to see it. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. Absolutely loved this stream. This was a good time. This was a really, really good time. Great to have you here. Great hangout. Thank you all so much. I genuinely can't say it enough. You guys mean the world to me. The fact that you spend, a few nights a week with me on these streams, it's great. It's really, really good. Thanks so much. Take care.